And welcome everyone to our final possible series, No Man's Sky. On this channel, I played it a little at launch. Like a lot of people was, underwhelmed, disappointed at what was there. And then about, I don't know, maybe a year ago, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, somewhere around there, I came back to it just to see, hey, what's happening? It's pretty good. They've done so much. It's pretty crazy. So I thought, you know what? Let's see if you, the people, want to see some No Man's Sky. So we're going to get started here with a brand new game, do some space exploration and whatnot. Like I said, game's pretty good. I haven't gotten to, any end type of thing or anything like that. Let's see. I just loaded this up a little bit ago to make sure the game worked. There you go. I didn't quite catch what it was. But then prior to that would have been 2023, so maybe even longer. And I don't remember if this was, like I said, before or after. It was around-ish the same time, so maybe, getting into that 2-year range, or year and a half, I should say. But, anywho, we're going to do a new game. Let's see. All of this I don't think was here last time I played. So, normal, relaxed, more hazards, smaller inventory, increased costs. You know what? I think I am just going to go normal. Just to get, reaccustomed to the game of No Man's Sky. But before we get started, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. So, if this is something you want to see, you've got to let me know. So, if you like No Man's Sky, you want to see me play some, let's hear it. Let's get that initialization.
Life support systems activated.
Snowy.
Shield kinetic system online.
It's a Stegosaurus.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational.
It's good that it works.
User initialization sequence complete.
Okay. So on a wintry planet, the Sentinels require obedience. All right. Here we are. Hello.
Protection falling.
All right, so somewhere around here is going to be our ship and stuff, so we need to perform a scan, but we can't. We need to collect some ferrite dust, 75 of it. So let's see if we might be able to find some. Are you hostile? Got an unidentified carbon plant ahead of us. All right, gotta gather. That's carbon. Cobalt. What about you? That's pure ferrite. That requires an advanced mining laser. All right, what else do we have? What about you? Nope. All right. Well, oh, little lag. It's okay. Hello there. How are you? So in theory, somewhere around, there's some ferrite. Get some of that. A little bit of that as well. Nice. So let's just find some more. We're getting there. 45 out of 75 is not too shabby. Oh, give me that. Next one should do it. All right. Now we've got to repair scanner damage. So let's press tab to access our multi-tool inventory. Here's our scanner. We are going to repair with the ferrite dust we have picked up. Excellent. Okay, let's locate some sodium. There's a sodium-rich plant right over here, not too far away. So let's come on over, see. Boom. Okay. Let's recharge our hazard suit. Protection is the next thing to do. Let's go into our quick menu. Go over to... Nope, that's gestures. Like I said, it's been a minute. Recharge equipment, hazard protection, yes. With the sodium. Oh!
Starship signal detected.
There's a distress beacon. It's 588 units away. So let's see if we can make our way over there. Avoid that. That looks hazardous. Ugh. This game is just so cool looking. More plants. For carbon, of course. All right, so navigation basics. If we want to, look at that, we can use the jetpack like this. We can sprint as well. Ferrite dust. We'll take that. Just grab a little bit as we're heading this way. Just make sure to avoid any toxic plants or anything like that. Like this. You look bad. Stay away. Oh, we could offer food. Some creature pellets, but I don't think we have any at the moment. Of course, once we get tools working, we can start identifying all this stuff. All right. Some carbon crystals. Pick up a few of the smaller ones. We've got a couple hundred units left to go. Give me some condensed carbons. Thank you very much. Just a few. Might as well. Give me that. Okay. No Man's Sky, you pretty. All right. We found our ship. So we gotta reach the signal location. So let's do that. Get over here, start working on getting our ship repaired and getting off of this planet. All right, so scenario. Iteration number 2311876661T. Deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause Sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Analysis. Fresh iteration generated. Anomaly containment prepared. Well, let's broadcast. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. All right. So got that all squared away. We've reached this particular part. Got our crashed ship over here. Let's investigate that. Iteration. And then a lot of numbers. Online. Atlas connection. Intermittent. Launch thrusters. Offline. Pulse engine. Offline. Find myself alone on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of a before. But the ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and the ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Let's read a log, shall we? Log number 4925A. Unavailable. Substituting data. Exosuit. Connected. Suggestion. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. We want to repair ship systems. Self-guided repair protocols. Initiated. Alright, so our pulse engine is critically damaged. This provides space and atmospheric flight propulsion. System is highly damaged and requires metal plating and a hermetic seal to repair. So we've got to get both of those. Okay. Well, thrusters damaged as well. Let's go ahead and exit. All right, so recommendation is repair ship engines. Repairing the starship requires a mix of crafted products, salvaged items, and advanced refined substances. So we need to repair the pulse engine with metal plating, hermetic seal, repair the launch thrusters with dihydrogen jelly, and pure ferrite. So we need to get some more of the ferrite dust. There's just a touch right here, not much. Let's take a look. We'll search some carbon. More carbon, a damaged container. So we can remove the damaged components and scrap to open. So if we remove this, we can transfer, discard it as well if you want to. For now, I'm going to go ahead and send this to our starship. Okay. Keep searching. A little bit of oxygen. Damaged machinery. We can remove the viscous fluids. Let's harvest that material. Send that to the starship. For now. Okay. Light this up, just in case it starts to get dark. We can see, you know, a bit better. I don't think there's any other items over here, but ferrite dust is our priority currently. All right. So, craft metal plating to repair pulse engine, and that requires the 50 ferrite dust we picked up. So let's get in our inventory. We're going to come here to craft a product, metal plating. Boom. And we return to the starship to conduct the repairs. So patch metal plating onto the pulse engine in the starship inventory, which is tab. Find the pulse engine, begin repair. All right, so we got the starship. Come over here to the pulse engine. There's our part that we need, the metal plating. Boom. Excellent. All right, that's one down. So the partially complete repair, and we can board the starship and consult ship diagnostics. Let's do that. Iteration. Numbers is functional. It's critically damaged. Vital ingredients are missing, not are missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Let's request assistance. Recommendation: iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from distress beacon cache. Okay. So, hermetic seal is next up. So let's go ahead and get out of here. The distress beacon should have the supplies needed. So let's just come on over. Appear inside the beacon's housing, as well as its distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart. We shall take it. All right. Planetary chart recovered. Open the inventory. View data, highlight the chart, and use E to plot a route. So we can come over here.
Navigational data received.
Just scan the whole area. All right. Straight ahead. That's what we're looking for. Get some oxygen.
Ground protection falling.
All right, let's head on out. Just feather the thruster just a touch. Gotta look around though. Grab a little bit of carbon as well. All right, how far do we have to go? 800 units. Okay, we've got a bit of a jog ahead of us, dear readers. Hello. All right, we're a bit on the tired side. Get some sodium. Dihydrogen crystals. Pick up these. Alright, storm is incoming. Hello! I know we can wave. I want to get out of this storm. I think I should be fine right here for now. Get this, get the carbon from it. Okay. Seek shelter, and of course the sodium. Alright. Some sodium over that way. Just hoping that this would be a bit better. Alright, let me come to our hazard protection. Okay, get that recharged a little bit. Yeah, this little divot was not the kind of protection I was hoping for. So we're gonna get out. And we're gonna try to find somewhere. Oh, that I think is a bit on the toxic side. Hoping to find a cave. Ow. There's the toxin. It's a bit difficult to see them. Alright, let's just keep it moving. Still no caves. It's okay. Some more of that sodium. Let's load that back up a bit. Okay, we're still in not a great area. Okay, we can do this. We can make it. We're a survivor. Sprint has been depleted. It's okay. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. We'll just run through the storm. Okay. Basically right on time. Alright, how far? Oh, a couple hundred meters, or units, excuse me, away. That's pretty good. Ship. All right, we're getting there, ladies and jelly spoons. We are getting there. We survived our first real test of that storm. Ah. It's a little station, a little outpost, it looks like. With a kind of little cave area nearby. Okay.
Thermal protection falling.
Can I get me some sodiums down here? Let's look around. This one not too far from here.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Ow. It's all toxic.
Extreme toxicity detected.
Okay. Let's get out of this little cave area, shall we? There we go. Ah, maybe over here, sodium-rich plant. This is good. Excellent. All right. I want to avoid all of this. This doesn't look fun. So we'll just come on up here. Okay. Oh. It's supposed to be a normal game experience. It's throwing us into some tricky business already. But this appears to be a, slightly warmer climate, potentially. All right, let's just come on in. Ah.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Little research specimen in there. Hollow archive, okay. Accessing archive. 6 out of 7 logs corrupted. Fun. Entry number 4924A follows. No one. Making this recording in case leaving behind in the fabricator might be of use. Visor damaged. Can't find ship. Let's recover the supplies. Log finishes and the machine whirs to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal I need to repair my ship. Excellent. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now? Okay, our health is at maximum. Alright, let's just take a little look around. Some damaged machinery. Get that residual goop. I'll take that. Load it up. Got some nanites. Nice. I'll take those. Okay. Nothing. Nothing in here. That's fine. And then down here, some buried technology model, but currently we're not able to really dig. Now our weapon charge is depleted, so let's come over to our multi-tool, to our mining beam. Let's load that up with a little bit of carbon.
Recharge.
We could install some technology. Personal force field, bolt caster,
Thermal protection falling.
analysis visor.
Technology installed.
We need some carbon nanotubes for that, so we shall pin that. I thought it did. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, can't use the scanner, obviously, at the moment. There we go. Begin analysis visor installation. Okay, we gotta gather some carbon. Not too much to find. So let's see if around here might be anything that's rich in carbon. Some carbon crystals up here. Okay, not too far, hopefully. I didn't really look at the distance. There we go, 100 and some units away. So let's make a little journey over here. This unidentified plant. It can give us a little bit of carbon. Excellent. Just this. There we go. Get some more sodium. We're definitely needing it. This is all condensed carbon. Okay. Oh. Got... I don't know if that light's coming off of a plant. Maybe it's another sodium-rich kind of plant. It is. We'll take it. Another one up here. Want to get these just in case we get another storm or anything like that. Okay. So we can craft some carbon nanotubes. Let's do that. Boom. All right, let's finalize our installation. Come over here. Excellent. We can analyze objects for rewards. Okay, sweet. So. Let me scan you. What's the... Oh, yeah, I gotta hold this. That's right. Nice. Lots of scanning to do. There's also, back over here... Okay. Get more units as well. Now we gotta locate our starship. So, analysis mode, targets. It's not available. Alright. There's our starship. Might as well scan some stuff while we're there. Okay. Alright, thermal protection. Let's... Oh, actually, scan this. Grab a bit of carbon while we're here. There we go. Keep doing this. Get those units. Make a little bit of money. Alright, so now the journey back to our ship shall commence. What was... I thought there was something unidentified. Yeah. Alright, speaking of sodium, let's come over to our suit. Okay, sweet. Another scan. Right. For materials unidentified. Get that. More unidentified stuff. I mean, it is a new planet to us anyway, so we don't know what all this stuff is. We're gonna utilize it and its newness to get some units, some money, and eventually we'll be rich. I don't know about that, but eventually we'll be able to get stuff. Okay. Up there. Hi, guys. Oh, yeah, we haven't scanned you. Supposedly. Mm-hmm. Something. It looked like I saw a little bit of reddish, orangish kind of color over here. What do we got? Oh, okay, I guess it was just light reflecting. Get some more scans going. All right. Oh, get away from that. All right, we've already got you. Let's see unidentified material. There we go. All right, now we are a few hundred away or so so not too bad. Isn't there... I don't know if... I remember there was some kind of way to almost like boost. I used to know how to do it. Instead of just the usual sprint stuff, you could like really get a good boost going. I'll figure it out again if we continue. I'm not too worried about it right now. Just worried about getting our ship repaired. Well, not doing that. All right, we know that. We know you. I'm pretty sure. All right, we are almost home, which is great. Get into our next step of repairs, the final step, and get off of this planet. Go somewhere that's a bit more habitable, potentially. You know, oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that was the one we can't do because we don't have an Atlas pass. All right, let's do this. Let's come over to the engine. Nice. All right. So we need dihydrogen jelly and some pure ferrite. So let us do this. Scan. That's dihydrogen crystals. All right. 147, 112. That seems to be the cool. Never mind. Eh. Let's see. Quick charge. That's. I knew there was a way to do that. I was just not paying attention earlier. All right. Let's get up here. Just grab all of this. All right. Now, the dihydrogen jelly has been crafted. Let's get back over to the starship and grease the launch thruster. Oh, yeah. Let's do that real quick. Boom. All right, now we need some pure ferrite. So we got to construct a portable refiner. All right. Gather the ferrite dust. I guess that's first up. Let's do that. So we'll just knock out a lot of these little rocks and stuff. Get what we need. Okay. The sounds coming out of the wilderness. Okay, craft some metal plating real quick. Boom. All right, so deploy the refiner right here. So we got all kinds of little things we can do with it. Toggle the wiring, change the color, all that. Not worried about that right now. Okay, let's come into here. For fuel, let's throw in some condensed carbon. Our input is going to be, what was it? Pure ferrite. Yep, there we go. All right, let us begin. And, okay. I forgot we can just select what we need. We need 50. All right. Sweet. So, nope, let me get this. Echo in my exosuit. Let's see. Echo the suit as well. And we're gonna pick that up for right now. Come back to the ship. Launch thruster. Repaired. Awesome. Launch systems are online. Oh, what a day, dear readers. All systems functional. Seek answers among the stars. We gotta use W to take off, which we'll do after I get a little hydration. Oh. Ah. There we go. I'm just gonna start heading up and out. Slowly but surely. Goodbye, frozen, snowy planet. We have no more use for you. And no loading screen to do that, too. Nice. All right. Utand system, Euclid Galaxy. I discovered this. So, oh, there was some galactic info. All right, so we got to test starship controls, test flight controls and thrust, which is W. Yeah. Our orbital flight has been achieved. So boost is shift. Pulse engine. Nice. Oh, we got a communication coming in. Oh. Oh, that's... We'll identify ourselves. Okay. You are not alone. Okay. Follow the... Broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. Well, let's input that data.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Okay, so we can follow the coordinates and find the signal source. Pilot towards coordinate marker and engage pulse drive. Pulse drive will autopilot to coordinate markers. Oh, careful. It's a disadvantage of using a mouse. Alright. We can give a little scan. Okay. So, there's our source. We're going to pulse up. It is a wind-swept planet. That's what it appears to be. Got some cactus flesh, copper, pyrite, and salt. Alright. Oshariot. Guess I'm saying that right. We could rename the planet. We can rename the creatures. I believe we can rename effectively almost anything. Alright, our pulse drive, fuel remaining. A little on the lower side, but that's okay. Boom. Alright, signal source. Right down here. Follow the coordinates and find the signal source. Approach the site and slow down. Land with E. Alright, here's our approximate location of said signal source, so we're gonna have to get out and do some exploration. Alright, we'll slow it down just a touch, shall we? Let's just flatten this out. Get our landing sequence. Boom. We have landed in Arizona. Okay. Well, let's get on out. This is our first contact. It's overly warm. So we're not freezing, at least. That's good. Something was flying around. Ah, up there. So a new planet has been discovered. We can press escape to upload and rename. So we discovered this today. So, like I said, I think we landed in Arizona. So this is going to be Arizona? Question mark? And we received some nanite clusters for that. So if you ever play No Man's Sky, I can't remember if there's crossplay, so if you ever come across Arizona discovered by this guy, let me know. I doubt that'll ever happen though, considering how big the game is. Okay. A sentinel. All right, we've got to find the signal source, so we'll activate a target sweep from the visor. Oh. All right, target's aligned. Let's give us some scans. Estimated is a couple hundred away. I'm trying to... There we go. Oh. What are you? Bladfurosa. Okay. Cactus. Alright, so somewhere out this way. Oh, let's see if we can repair that. I should have done the quick charge. That's okay. Get the scans. Get some ferrite while we're here. This will get us a bit of carbon. Another unidentified plant. Alright, so now we're heading this way just a touch. Ugh. That's just... These are the kind of views... Isn't there... Where is it? I think... I know there's a photo mode, because I've taken photos in this game before. I just don't remember how to do it, but... Ugh, that would be a good photo right there. Without our character in the middle of it. Getting closer. Maybe right down here, perhaps? Oh, we're finalizing that signal, though. Yep, so it is right there, as I expected. Where's the thing we were looking at that was unidentified? Oh well. Not too worried. And then right over here, a little, I believe, save kind of beacon, if I recall correctly. But yeah, just look at that. It's like that giant rock structure is just holding up a planet with rings on it. Ugh. Love it. Alright, some broken tech. The sparking wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is gone. Let's try to decipher that. Decoding. 16. 16. 16. Okay. Entry number 4925C. No fuel in failed to reach station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to underground deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving the message or these messages. Let's extract those plans. All right. So now it wants us to construct a base computer. I'd rather not do it here on Arizona. I'd like to find somewhere that's a bit cooler, like temperature-wise. And a terrain manipulator. Okay. Let's come on over here, though. See if we can get ourselves a little savey-do. Search some stuff. Microprocessor. Alright, let's remove that. Ion battery. Okay. Let's save and chart this unknown sector. Nice. Alright, so we got a save point. Ugh, I just... This is so cool. What are you? Monksy Coidus. Something. Of course we could rename it. Okay. I do think best thing to do is to get back up to my ship. Like I said, I want to find a planet that might be a bit more inhabitable. And maybe in this system somewhere that we're in, we might be able to find something like that, potentially. So, let's come on back. See if we can escape Arizona. Potentially. Let's identify some stuff, though. I mean, this gives us some resources, so might as well get those. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can get on out of here. Our launch thruster's at 0, though. So we got to make this next landing count. At least as far as the fuel goes. Alright. Let's bring it out of boost temporarily. Let's see. It's a train manipulator. We'll get back to that, of course. Our starship, let's look at the launch thruster. We need fuel, some uranium as well. Found planets with a radioactive environment. Okay. So, probably build that. That's what we're looking for. Our rocket launcher as well. Okay. Photon cannon. Boom, 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 boom. Rocket launcher. There we go. Okay, so let's get over here. Let's see if we might be able to eye anything up on this planet. See if it might be better for us. I almost decided to boost. To jump, if you will. Got to mine copper. Mining copper requires a terrain manipulator. That's the message we're getting currently. Alright, I'm just going to keep boosting it a bit. Because it doesn't have a yellowish glow like our Arizona does. So, we'll just come on over. Do some rolls. Technically not a barrel roll. Technically. I can't remember the exact name, but it's like Airleon or something like that. I'm not a pilot. Don't come at me. Alright, but I would like to do a little scan. Okay, yeah, let's scan it. So that's got copper, rusted metal, sodium. It's an abandoned planet. It might have what we need. If we fly there like this right now, it's going to take about 12 minutes. We could boost to it. Isn't there? Yeah. Okay, so we look around. We've got, let's see, let's look at the system we're in. Can I? Yeah, free explorer. No, not the galactic core, free explorer. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Minimize that. I'm not trying to head to another star, at least not currently. Ugh, just all of this. Game's so cool. Okay, let's get out of that. An abandoned planet may not have much else for us to really, you know, look at and do and all that other fun stuff. But I'm trying to figure out if there, you know, might be... Actually, these little kind of asteroids, we can get materials from them. Just make sure we don't overheat and go like running into this. Some hyperclusters, all right. Slow down. Gold nugget, okay. Let's bring this back around. Silver, some tritium. More silver, all right. So, that is a blue-looking planet. That's the one we saw on Arizona. So, I think we start heading to that. We can maybe give it a scan. And, all right, our scanner didn't reach it currently. That's fine. Let's just navigate through this little kind of asteroid debris field, if you will. Send out another scan. It looks like it's going to be mainly water or ice, but I'm thinking mainly water. As long as it's got a good temperature and there's maybe something inhabitable on it, we might be able to get something going there. I think I might need to slightly exit the orbit of our current Arizona. Maybe get away from it a little bit because it is slowing us down. Gravity, of course. All right, so let's start to bring this down just a touch. See if this helps. That's the first planet we were on, so that's the frozen one. Okay. All right. So, I was right in thinking it was frozen. So, I'm not seeing much else. I mean, we... Oh, is that a moon? That's no moon. All right, let's head over this way a touch. If we have to settle in Arizona, then cool. But I'm kind of thinking maybe the abandoned planet might be able to help us. Analyze tritium hypercluster with E. Nope, we're not doing that. Let's go into here. Come into here. Let's see. Where was it? Starship inventory. Yes. So select it and crack open with E. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking both of these are moons of that. Okay, an unknown moon. Are you a moon of Arizona? Let's head over. Get a little closer, so that way we can find out if it is indeed a moon, or maybe it's a planet that's further away. It's a little tricky to tell from here. Well, looks like got some more debris coming up. We're staying outside of it, so that's good. I want to kind of start to pull away a bit more from Arizona. Just to get away from its pull. It does kind of look like it's either a small, like a dwarf planet. Let's see, did this get us any closer to it? It is an unknown planet. It's a quagmire planet. Ancient bones, copper, paraffinium, magnetized ferrite. Okay. I think here's going to be where we go. I'm going to jump for it just to get us considerably closer to it. We could regret this decision, but it's okay. Since we got a moment, bring it in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Planet. Alright, let's bring her on down somewhere. Maybe send out a little scan, see if anything interesting pops up. Nothing currently. Don't know how interesting this planet's going to be, but I think it's going to be better than what we were dealing with. Namely the temperature portion. Not seeing anything of note currently. That's okay. Just keep looking around. Namely, I'm looking for like maybe some structures. That would be cool. Because once we land, we can't take off until we refuel. So, I kind of want to make this a good landing spot whenever we do pick one. Oh. Got a little something down here. Looks like maybe a plant or a life form right here. I think this is one of those like ancient pillar kind of things. I forget the name of them. All right, let's bring it on in. Skadoosh. All right. Weather is silent. Sentinels are limited. Flora is absent and fauna is undetected. Ugh. Ugh. Just talk to me. Okay. So this Pillars of Nujektia, or something like that. The imprint of an ancient civilization was once absorbed by this strange marker. The story of the Viking somehow spills out in the language of my own people. The noble travelers will be spared. Their journey through the cosmos shall not be thwarted, so it is decreed. The will of Herc commands it. The Viking shall honor the judgment and the belief of the ancients. Let's seek help with the language. Knowledge of Viking increases. We learn the word Viking word, or the Viking word for Viking. There's other things we could have chosen something different, but it's okay. All right. So let's scan. Hydrogen. I thought this place had copper. Let's look. Did it say on here? Or did I completely misread and think that we were getting a different type of planet? Hello? Whispering egg. I'll leave it alone. Oh. Thought for some reason it said we hadn't not found it. More dihydrogen crystals. I'll just pick these up. Oh, analyze it first. Thank you. More of the crystals. Ferrite dust and carbon. Okay, now for our launch thruster. Let's just take a look there. Starship, Launch thruster. Yeah, we need to get one of these. Crystallized dihydrogen. So let's... What was... Alright, what am I looking for here? Crafting. Let's see. Component, no. Okay, I need to remember, because I was so caught up. What is my controls to do? That's not it. Alright, hold on a second. I need to figure out where my crafting button is. So I'll be right back. 1 second. Z was the button I was looking for. Alright, let's see if we can set this down. Get into here. Let's do regular carbon. Quick charge that. And we needed to use some ferrite, I believe, in order to... Let's back out. Let's double check. Crystallized dihydrogen found in blue deposit on all worlds. Okay. There's the dihydrogen. I don't think the refiner is going to get me what I need. Base computer might. We need chromatic metal for that. Okay. Alright, I think I might need to, let's see. That'd be 5-ish minutes ago. Alright, let me reload this. See if that gets us off of the planet. Or if that's going to put us right back on it. Because I think I need to go back to Arizona. Because this... Oh, we're a bit stuck, unfortunately. That's okay. So what we can do, since this isn't too far in, is effectively, maybe, we might have to start over. What are you out there? I don't know. If we got stuck, then it is what it is. But I think we're, you know, right around the hour mark, or maybe a little after. And so, if you want to see this, like I said, I'd probably start over. If you want to see No Man's Sky, it's such a good game. If you want to see it become the new series on this channel, you gotta let me know. But I'm gonna get out of here for now. And before I do, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you guys later.